All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight. It is Sunday night, except on the East Coast. It's already Monday morning. It is 9:56 p.m. here on the West Coast, and it is 12:56 a.m., almost 1 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast. Good late evening to some of you and good early morning to the rest of you. Hope you've all had a great weekend. It's been a very, very warm one here in the San Francisco Bay Area where I'm at. Here in Redwood City, we reached about 90 degrees or so. But since we have that great microclimate, it's cooler than most other areas in the valley. It reached over 100. So it's been one of those days. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the weather. We have a great topic to discuss here tonight. And before we get to that, let me just make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure it is rolling, and it is. And let me also make sure that the notification has gone out. And it looks like it has. Sound check. And it is 12:56 a.m., almost 1 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast. Good lady. All right, we're good. We are rolling well. Tonight, once again, I decided to do a subscribers-only chat, even though from, the point of a few weeks ago, I started to do more members-only chats. That's going to be coming back, but every so often I will be running some subscribers-only chats, so that way some new people can get a chance to chat and get a feel of what it would be like to be a member here and participate in members-only mode. So we're doing that here again tonight. If you would like to become a channel member, you can do so for as little as $2.99 per month, which will get you members-only live chats, meaning that when I run public streams and make the chat mode members only, that means only paid members can chat or moderators can chat for free. Now, moderators, you also have the option of supporting the channel by purchasing a membership, but it is not necessary. Now, that will only get that $2.99 members-only chat. Membership will only get you access to members-only live chats. If you want full access to everything else on top of members-only live chats, including when I put pre-recorded videos out under members only, or live stream replays that get placed to members only, you will need to purchase at least the $4.99 membership package. I have packages ranging from $4.99 all the way up to $99.99. Those will get you the same thing. It's just up to you how much you want to donate monthly to support the channel. So become a member today, and we'd appreciate your support. And when we do the members-only stuff, the people that are paid members will get more attention and will focus more on you. And that's the way we want to take things from here on out. We give most of everything for free, but we want to really, help people that truly are open to the help and appreciate what we do here. That is my lady and I. So that is that. Let's go ahead and get to tonight's topic here. The topic tonight is we're halfway through 2023. How far ahead should we plan now? One more time, we're halfway through 2023. How far ahead should we plan now? So we've got 8 people here right now, and appreciate those of you that are here. I'm kind of hoping we get some good engagement happening in the chat today, so we can answer your questions and I can motivate and inspire you folks out there that have been around to, really focus on the rest of your 2023 starting right now. Now, I will make another comment here at the beginning of this show, because I was kind of hoping there'd be more people at the beginning of this show. I'm really, really doing the best I can, and so is my lady. We really just want to, completely eliminate, dealing with drama channels and drama groups and stuff like that. For the most part, we really want to eliminate that. And we really want to start, focusing on working with people that truly want to create something great in a more positive way. And I'm just, I got to keep it real. I got to be honest about it. The audience that we have apparently is not going to make an effort to show up unless we're talking about drama. So, I feel kind of torn. And, I really didn't even want to talk about this, but, that's the audience my lady and I have right now. We have this audience that, has supported us. We support them. And when we were talking semi-drama stuff, over the last few months, these people were showing up every day with flying colors. And now that we're getting back to regular content, no one's making the effort to show up. So I think the first thing that we need to do as part of looking ahead during the second half of 2023 is decide what type of content do we want to create and support. So let me mention that one more time. To everyone that's been a part of this channel and is still a part of this channel, whether you're a moderator or a regular supporter, I want you to think about what type of content do you want to support from this point on, especially throughout the rest of 2023, because that's what we're talking about here tonight. And what type of content do you want to create if you're a creator? And, if you want to continue to focus your energy on going back and forth with drama people, that's totally cool. My lady and I will still have love for you, but, we're not going to be able to support that. It doesn't coincide with our vision out here of what we want to do to help people and the type of content we want to create. So that's one thing that you folks will need to decide, starting right now. And, you can contact us behind the scenes. You can come in the chat and let us know how you feel. You can comment in the comments section, and, we will get back to you and figure things out. But yeah, I got to be honest. We got 4 people here right now, and it's disappointing. It's absolutely disappointing, and that says it all. That says it all. And yeah, I'm honestly saddened by it. Seriously, I'm saddened. I'm disappointed, and life goes on. We're going to continue moving forward, but I take the time to put these topics together to truly help people, and to have such a really crappy and low turnout, it's really disappointing. When I support people with flying colors, and I show up as often as I can. I show my support through donations. I show my support with my time, chatting in people's chats on their live streams. Also, I'm always open to going on people's panels and then sharing out their content, their streams or their pre-recorded videos, on my community tab and other aspects of social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. Right? And that's the right thing to do. So, that's the first thing I wanted to put out here tonight. We're halfway through 2023. How far ahead should we plan now? We need to plan as far ahead as the end of the year. So right now, the day that I'm doing this live is Sunday, July 2nd, 2023. So we're basically halfway through the year, right? And right now, what I'm doing along with my lady is planning the next 6 months, planning the type of content we're going to create, planning what we're going to do in our personal life. If we take any weekend trips away somewhere, we're planning that from now, right? We're planning family time together, upcoming holidays between her family and my family. We've got our doctor's appointments, okay? So we're planning everything. and we're being proactive. And that's my recommendation to each and every one of you. A lot of people, fly by the seat of their pants, right? You just deal with things as they come up, right? And to a certain extent, that's going to happen at times. But that's not the best way to do things. The best way to do things is to be proactive and proactively plan, as far ahead as possible. And when it comes to, especially if you're a YouTuber creating content, right? You definitely want to plan things at least 6 months in advance. Now, when do you start planning for 2024? I'll mention that during this stream right now. You want to start planning for 2024 around August or September of 2023 at the latest. So you always want to start to look ahead into the next year, towards the end of the previous year, about 3 to 4 months before the end of the previous year. And you might say, hey, Eli, isn't that a little bit too soon? I've got so much going on in 2023. Why should I start planning 2024 3 or 4 months ahead? Because let me tell you something, those 3 or 4 months starting in August, and especially when you get into September, okay, well, maybe September, October, November, December. So you're looking at, 4 months would be September. Start planning September, October at the latest, but by September or October, you should be looking into planning your 2024. Those months are going to go by so fast because that's the holiday season, right? It's the holiday season. And during the holidays, typically people spend time with their families. And there's just so many more things going on that if you don't start planning ahead, next thing you know, it's going to be, the beginning of December or the middle of December, and you haven't started planning anything. Now you're going to be, running around doing a whole lot more on top of planning your future. You're going to have all these last minute gifts you're going to be buying. You've got your work, you've got other things going on. That's why you need to plan ahead. Another thing, especially if you're self-employed, at this point right now, you got to start looking at, the taxes you're going to have to pay in 2024. Because if you're self-employed, okay, no one takes out your taxes for you. You have to pull out your own taxes. You have to put money away for your own taxes. And as a rule of thumb, you should be putting away at least 30% of what you make each month as a self-employed entrepreneur for taxes. Okay? About 30% is what you should be putting away. Okay? Because if you don't, you're going to be looking at, next April, the middle of April of 2024, where you owe your 2023 taxes. And if you don't have any money put away and you owe 5 or 10 grand in taxes and you don't have it, what's going to happen? Well, you could get a payment plan, but you're going to have 6 months to come up with that money and you're going to put yourself behind on the current year. So why not start planning for that now? And you should technically be planning for that at the beginning of every year. You should always be taking out at least 30% as an entrepreneur for taxes out of any money that you make. Now, what else was I going to mention here? I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about. And there aren't a lot of people here. There's not any engagement happening, right? And I'll come out and say this again, and I'm not ashamed of it. And I'm not ashamed of it. And, there are some people that have made it their life's purpose and mission to try to troll me every day and try to make fun of me and to try to knock me down. And it doesn't bother me one bit. It's actually rather comical to see how many people that don't like me are invested in my life, right? And I'll tell you this, folks, this is part of the problem. Part of the problem when you're trying to reach the right audience on YouTube is these crazy trollish people that continue to watch your content and comment, and then it basically trains the algorithm to think that these are the types of people that want to view my content, when no, these are the types of people that want to do whatever it takes to prevent my channel from growing, along with my lady and I growing together on these channels, right? But yeah, no, I mean, here we are again at the same point, the same cycle where my channels start to see some growth like they did last month and the month before. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's all gone. It's all gone. We went from having 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 people on these streams. We went from making some decent revenue through channel memberships and donations, right? And now all of a sudden, this last month, because we stopped, we weren't even really talking about drama initially, but we did address it because, hey, it was something that I was talking about to teach a lesson, but then that was played out. And once I stopped talking about all that, look what happened to the numbers the next month. Revenue's gone down 75%. Viewers have gone down 75%. It's the same old cycle, right? Same old cycle, right? And all I'm trying to do is, bring positivity into people's worlds, right? And help as many people as possible, right? Get a better grip on their life personally and professionally, right? And see, now that I'm starting to talk about this and just be straight about it, now we got 12 people here. We've doubled the audience, right? So if I start to talk shit about people, are more of you going to show up? Is that what the people want? Because that's not what you're going to get here. It's not what you're going to get here, right? It's not. This has been one of the toughest nuts to crack in my entire life. Everything that I've put my mind to, I've accomplished, I've become successful at. But when it comes to this YouTube thing, and giving it all I've got, it comes in these waves, right? And it starts to grow, and then all of a sudden it hits a point where it looks like it's going to really take off, and then all of a sudden it goes from 0 to 25 to 50 to 75 to 100. It gets up to 100, right? And it's going in full force, right? And then all of a sudden it goes from 100 to 75. Sorry, 100 to 25, goes way down, right? My lady and I, we don't want to deal with drama people. We don't want any part of that audience unless some of those people want to turn their lives around and be more positive people. Then you're welcome, right? But we just really, really, really want to move past it, and we really just hope everyone just goes and does their own thing and lets us go out there and help the people that want to be helped, and let the YouTube algorithm push out our content to other people that want to view it besides the people that are trying to stunt our growth. Because that's what's happening again. That's what's happening again. And I'm talking about it now because it's like I've been doing these shows and no one's showing up. And if no one is showing up when they were showing up, obviously these people were not here for the right reasons. And if you folks are not going to show up for the real content my lady and I create, then, why should we have you around? That's the thing, right? I'm trying to plan the rest of 2023 right now, and I want to know which creators want to rock the rest of 2023 with me. Which creators want to constantly and or consistently support each other on our live streams, do live streams together, do pre-recorded content together, collaborate together, and grow exponentially together. I've been trying to put that out there for the last several weeks, right? And the response has been nothing. So what that's telling me is the people that are here, even channel, and I hate to say this, I'm going to keep it real. Even channel members that are here, we had 20 channel members, now we have 14. So some dropped off. We knew it would happen. Some people, when we stopped talking about drama, didn't want to be a part of this anymore. Some people, when we created peace with certain people, and as a matter of fact, Melas and I have created peace with everyone. We want peace with everyone, right? Because we created peace with everyone, including certain people that other people had a problem with us creating peace with. Now these people left, right? Right? That's fine, right? But, and I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words, right? Many other creators that have even put in 1/4 of the effort I put in have reached success, right? For some reason, my channels cannot get recommended to the right people, even though I'm targeting the right people. And again, I think it's going back to, I think certain people maybe creating certain content or doing certain things that's affecting the algorithm from pushing out our content to the actual people that want to see it, right? I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to come back in another 20 minutes and pretty much, just put it all out there, because I'm at the point right now where, this up and down shit, this up and down thing, it's just too much. Some dude continues to come in and make sock accounts. Sir, you got way too much time on your hands to continue to try to poke at me and calling me a loser, sir. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, right? Why do you care if I'm successful or not? If you don't like me, you don't like me. You've made that very clear. So why don't you just lay off and go do your own thing? I don't talk about you at all, ever. I don't have a problem with you or anyone else. So, sir, please leave me alone. Leave us alone. Obviously, you're here watching my show every freaking time. So you must like me, actually. Right? There are so many other things you could be watching, but you're watching me and you're trying to come here and criticize me because it seems like to me that you find happiness from other people's pain. You find pleasure from other people's pain, right? And if that's how it is, then so be it. But that's not the way I want to live my life. And most people don't want to live their life that way, right? I'm going to take a quick break, folks, and come back in another 20 more minutes. And I'm just going to be frank and put it all out there because there's nothing else that I can do besides put it all out there. I'm really tired. I'm really tired of all the BS. And if people are believing the BS, that's on them, right? And I'm only going to speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for anyone else. I'm going to speak for myself. Okay? All right, folks, let me just cue up some music here. All right, music is all queued up. Stick around, and we'll be right back. We are back. We're just going to scratch it and get right back to it. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Live here on YouTube, live on Coach Eli 2. Authentic live streams, the most positive place on the internet. Glad you could all join me here tonight. This show kind of has not gone the way I hoped it would have gone, but that is okay. So when that happens, we just have to adapt to the situation at hand and just say what we got to say and do what we got to do. And that's what I'm going to be doing here tonight. So, I was talking a little bit earlier tonight when I started the show regarding we're halfway through 2023. How far ahead should we plan now? If you missed that part, go back and check out the replay. I shared some pretty basic and simple tips if you follow and you start to think ahead about the rest of the year, and then even start planning into the new year when it gets to September, October, 3-4 months before the end of the year. You're going to have a good jump and a much clearer head to tackle on the new year as seamlessly as possible. So check that out in case you missed that. And then I started getting into, we were rebuilding things here through my channels over the last few months. And then all of a sudden, over the last 2 to 4 weeks, things just started to collapse again. And, I've been seeing this trend out here on YouTube through my channels and other channels for quite some time. And quite frankly, it's just dumb. It's just, it's draining. I'm not going to lie. It's draining. It's frustrating. And it's just not productive, right? That doesn't mean you give up on your goals and your dreams. And I'm not going to give up on my goals and dreams just because some people on YouTube or social media don't feel I should be a coach, right? Or they call me a loser, or they call me a scammer or whatever, right? Okay. It's just a really sad part of social media that you have to deal with when you're trying to get your message out there, right? And, I just want to put this out there again in the most loving, caring, and respectful ways possible. Hi, babe. How are you doing? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good night. I'll be joining you very soon. Wonderful. Wonderful. And again, I'm going to keep things positive, like I've said, right? Even to, people that are saying things that aren't so nice about me, right? All I'm going to say is this, is that I would never, ever try to knock someone down off their purpose or what they're trying to create. Do I agree with what everyone does on the internet? No, I don't. Do I agree with some things and disagree with other things? Yeah, right? But even on the things I don't agree with, okay, I may mention something briefly in the most respectful ways possible and share with people and say, hey, look, you're much better than this. You don't need to keep feeding into this drama. You don't need to keep fighting people. Just ignore the people that are saying nonsense to you and focus on what you truly want to create, right? Now, at the same time, being out here on YouTube for over 6 years and having experienced this in the real world, I'm almost 50 years old. I've experienced a lot, right? I know that everybody's in a different place, and there are different people on this platform from all over the world. And even here in the U.S., it is so interesting that even within the United States of America, there's so much division in our country. It kind of seems like dependent on where you live is how people are going to judge you, right? And I'm not here to judge anyone, regardless of where they live, regardless of who they are or where they come from. I don't discriminate, right? But many people do, right? Many people feel that because I live in California and I live in the Bay Area, and some of the choices I've made, they feel like, I'm a loser, or, I work DoorDash, I did this and that. It's like, why are you scrutinizing something that many people do, right? Many people have done a lot of the things I've done, right? To make some extra money, right? Or to follow their dreams. Hi, babe. Good night, baby. I'll be joining you in just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Well, what's surreal to me is that I get scrutinized for things that many other people have done, right? Right? Hang on one second, folks. All right, sorry about that, folks. I had to check out something real quick there. I guess what I'm trying to say, folks, is that I'm really, really tired of this division. I'm really tired of grown-ass adults attacking other grown-ass adults for reasons that are beyond my comprehension or anyone's comprehension, right? There are a lot of people I've come across on YouTube, other social media platforms in the real world, that are going through a lot and they're struggling. And I'm not here to knock those people down. I'm not here to talk smack about those people, right? I'm not here to criticize them, right? I actually understand what they're going through. They have demons within them, like everyone does. Everyone has demons, including myself, right? We all go through things, right? But everybody processes those demons differently. Some people, some people, when they're going through a lot and they see other people that are happy, especially out here on YouTube, it makes them wish like, well, I wish I could be as happy as Eli. I wish I could be as happy as this other person, whoever, right? And after a while of these people that have very big demons deep within them, when they see people be so happy, after a while they snap because they just can't take the happiness that's coming from other people because they're miserable themselves. That is the honest to God truth, and I say that with love and respect. People that attack other good people that are just trying to create good content and help other people that keep attacking myself and other good people are doing it because there's something within them that is affecting their happiness, and it's not myself or any of their happy people, right? And what I've learned on this platform is that, hey, you know what? It's one thing if you provoke people. If you provoke people and talk smack about people and they react, that's one thing. But when you completely ignore people and they keep coming at you, that's a different story. That's something that is happening deep within them. right? Night Shrewd says, you deserve a break. Well, thank you for that. And Righteous Billy says, I support the coach. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, one of the hardest pills that I've had to swallow in life is people trying to kick me down when I haven't even talked about them or haven't even provoked them. That's surreal, right? But I kind of understand it because when I was younger, in my teenage years, hey, babe. Yeah, she says, wow, the negativity is flowing on this Sunday night, laughing my ass off. Well, babe, it is what it is. I mean, some people want to continue trolling, and that's okay. What I'm putting out there, babe, I don't know how much of the show you've heard, is that, we had a bunch of great people that were supporting us. We were supporting them. And all of a sudden, it went from 100% support to 25% support overnight. And this has happened over the years so many times, not just on my channels, but on many other channels. No, whoosh, that's not what I want to do. That's not the right way to handle it. If you don't understand the trolls, you should have a show for them, coach. Invite the trolls in your panel. No, that's not the right thing to do, whoosh, because all these people want to do is just have fun at our expense, right? The bottom line is these people that are coming at myself and other people, right? Right? They're not necessarily upset at us. There's something either lacking within them or there's boredom and this is their entertainment, one or the other or both, right? There's no point in having a conversation with people that are not going to bring any value to what you're trying to create. It's not supposed to make sense. It's not about it making sense. It's about there are just a bunch of people on YouTube and other social media platforms that gain pleasure from other people's pain, right? Like the more and more I fail in their eyes, and I don't think I'm failing, right? I'm not where I want to be, but we're going to get there, right? But in their eyes, because the numbers have gone down, they see it as failure. So that basically makes them feel good about themselves because they find pleasure through other people's pain. And there are a lot of people like that. And when I was younger, I hate to admit this, before I grew up and became more mature like I am today, I used to seek pleasure from other people's pain. I used to become more happy when the other people around me that were so successful started to fail. It made me feel good. And then I realized that I don't want to live my life in that way. Living your life and finding happiness through other people's pain is not healthy. It's not a good way to live your life. It's not. Absolutely not. I understand where you're coming from at Whoosh, but it's just not worth it, right? There are now 2.6 billion people on the YouTube platform. And if there are 10 or 20 or 30 people out of those 2.6 billion that are coming at me for whatever reason, right? That's only 20 or 30 people, right? So then you may ask, well, if it's only 20 or 30 people, why not focus on the other people, the other part of the 2.6 billion, and grow it that way? That's what I've been trying to do. The hard part, whoosh whoosh, is that the way the YouTube algorithm works, the more and more that these people do this type of stuff, right? The more and more haters, especially when you're a smaller channel like myself, the more and more they do these things, the more it affects my channels from reaching their intended audience, right? I understand that. These people understand that, right? And all I'm trying to say is that, look, as a human being, as a grown-ass adult, how do you want to live your life, right? What kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a loving, kind, caring, generous, and considerate person? Or do you want to be the kind of person that finds pleasure through other people's pain, right? And I would hope that the majority of people are good, kind, loving people that just want to see everyone succeed, right? I mean, I'll tell you this. I think what I really need to do along with my lady is focus on just creating pre-recorded content. Now, I enjoy the live streams, and that's why I do them. I really love the live streams. I enjoy the live streams. But I think what I need to do along with my lady is focus more on the pre-recorded content and grow it that way. Because the live streaming audience that we have and that's been a part of my channel surrounding me for the last 5-6 years is a drama audience. And I cannot grow this business with a drama audience. Even people that have been drama and they're saying that, they're reformed and they want to create better content. I haven't seen any of it turn around. I haven't seen any of them remove themselves. Well, of course, they're the type of people that want to make me lose my shit, but I'm not going to lose my shit. I don't do that anymore, right? I don't. I don't do that anymore, right? And I'm not going to. And neither is my lady, right? Both my lady and I, we're at peace with everyone deep within. All I'm out here tonight saying is that, look, there are some good people that are channel members here and that are moderators. And even those people haven't been around, right? And a lot of those people have reached out to me in the past saying they want to collaborate, they want to do shows and do this and that. But none of them have followed through, right? And I'm not trying to be mean, and I understand things come up, and I'm not upset. I'm just saying, how can so many people, offer things and want to do things and work together, and all of them just don't follow through? Lord CP, a.k.a. Uncle Tom. I heard something about you. Are you from Angel's neck of the woods? How's it going? It's going great, man. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say here and what goes out, so it may take a little bit before, I respond to people in the chat. Yeah, I'm a man of many words. I've always had lots to say, and at this point right now, I'm at a loss for words. In my entire life, when I worked in the corporate world and I was networking in person while I was running my insurance business, I successfully built so many teams that kept growing, and they all became successful because I worked hard and smart, right? I tried to do the same thing out here on YouTube, right? And it's a whole new world. It's a whole new ballgame, right? It's a whole new ballgame because people come out here and they create fake accounts and they hide behind the keyboard trying to derail the greatness you're trying to create. And then you've got the YouTube algorithm that promotes your content to these people you're trying to get away from instead of the right audience that would get you ahead. And that's, I'll be honest, that's what the frustrating part is. And I'm not triggered or upset. It's a frustrating thing because it's a tough nut to crack, right? I got a message from somebody behind the scenes. I'm not going to mention who it is. And I have a lot of respect and love for this person. But I'm not going to mention who it is. But this person was mentioning a second ago when I was listening to the message. This person thinks that, running the members only chats is what slowed things down. That's not it, dude, because moderators can still chat for free in a members only chat. And there are 14 other members here, so there are plenty of people here, right? And between the moderators and the members that are still here right now, there's more than enough people that used to chat in the past to keep the numbers up. So it's beyond that. It's beyond that. And I respect and I appreciate your thoughts, but it has nothing to do with that at all. And when I opened it back up the past couple of days, I opened it up this weekend just to see who's still interested in trolling Coach Eli. And apparently the same people are still interested in trolling me, right? Even though we don't talk about them and it's unprovoked, right? And I'm still not going to talk about them. Now, right now, I'm just talking about the situation in general, right? But I crashed even on my good laptop here, plenty of RAM, 64 gigs of RAM and an i9 processor. It happens sometimes. And I haven't updated to the latest version of OBS. I'm still on version 27, and they're up to 29 right now. They made some changes, and I need to update, but I got to figure everything out, so that could be it. So my apologies for that, folks. Let me just make sure that everything is rolling smoothly before we continue here. Give me a second here.
Situation in general, right? But situation in general, right?
Yeah, hold on a second here, folks.
But situation in general, right?
Oh, what's going on here? Give me a second here. Give me a second.
Laptop here, plenty of RAM, 64 gigs of RAM, 99 processor. It happens sometimes. And I haven't updated the latest version of OBS. I'm still on version 27.
All right.
And they're up to 29 right now. They made some change.
All right. Yeah, we're back. We're back. I'm not going to be on too much longer here. I'm not going to be on too much longer here. I just want to wrap up by saying this, okay? I'm very happy with the way my life is going. And all that matters is I'm happy with how my life is going. And all that matters is if you're happy as an individual with how your life is going, right? And the things that I choose to do, how I choose to make my money and the side hustles I do to make some extra money, the content I create on YouTube, if I want to label myself as a coach or not, okay? Where I choose to live, who I choose to date, where I choose to eat, the car I choose to drive, right? That's all up to me. And as long as it makes me happy, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about it, right? And the people that criticize and scrutinize every little aspect of your life for no reason are just trying to find pleasure from your pain. And again, like I mentioned earlier, when I was younger and before I grew up and became mature, I used to find the same pleasure from seeing other people self-destruct. Hey, Will, how you doing? I support Coach Eli. Yeah, thank you for reaching out to me earlier today, Will. Appreciate it, man. And like Woosh was saying, I don't think people have necessarily abandoned myself and or my lady who helps me run this channel. I just think that they really don't value this type of content. Either that or they just do not want to remove themselves from drama. They don't. I've removed myself from drama, and even if people keep talking about myself, so be it. I can ignore that. I've removed myself from drama, but other people haven't, right? And for the last several months, I've been just trying to politely and kindly get through to other content creators that I'm connected with and say, hey, look, let's put this behind us. If other people are going to talk about you, just ignore them. Because the more you try to defend yourselves against these people, these types of people, the more you're giving them what they want. Whether you're right or wrong is irrelevant. It doesn't matter even if what they say is right or wrong. What matters is if you respond or not. And if you respond, you're giving them the oxygen and fuel that they want and need. Right? Yeah, don't let these people bring you down, man. 2 eggs with heat. That's an interesting name. Do I know you? Are you in here on a sock? Wow. A lot of people have asked me, why don't you defend yourself against what people are saying about you? Because it's not worth it. Because that's what they want. And it's not worth defending yourself against something that has no point. The point of people saying things about other people in negative ways, whether it's true or not, is to get that reaction. That's all it is, right? It's for entertainment purposes. And if you respond to them and even try to make sense out of it and defend yourself, all you're doing is giving them the lulls that they want and the oxygen that they want and need. That's all you're doing. And I really wish more and more people would learn to understand that. And I really wish that more and more people would say, screw it and rise above it. And let's start creating some happy and positive greatness together. No, you don't know me. I just came in recently. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you for being kind. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's 11:06 p.m. Pacific, 2:06 a.m. Eastern. I got to wrap this up soon. I've got to figure out the best way to approach this YouTube thing from this point on. What I'm about to say is meant to be said in a very humble way. I'm not saying I'm all that, but I know my content is good and it's helpful. I know I am more than capable of helping a lot of people work through many things that I struggled with and found a way to work through and better myself. I've experienced a lot. I've been through a lot. And I've worked through a lot of things that many people are struggling with, and I can help them. So I know my content is good. I know what I do is good, right? But I got to find a way to penetrate this YouTube algorithm beyond these trolls and haters, right? Because if I don't, then this is never going to take off, even though it's good content. 2 Eggs with Heat says, trolls are relentless. Have you heard about what they did to the autistic kid, Chance Wilkins? I don't even, I've been hearing about this Chance person. I don't know who Chance is. Can you explain? Because somebody was trying to mention this the other day, and I banned them, and maybe I banned them by mistake. Don't let them get to you like they did to him. Well, it's really sad when people attack autistic people that have difficulty understanding certain social cues. Amen. You got this, says Night Shrew. Thank you. Appreciate it. Like I said, I know my content is good. It's just not reaching the right audience. And that's the frustrating part. It's frustrating that my content is not reaching the right audience. There are so many things that I've done behind the scenes to help people financially and emotionally. Things that at this point I'm not going to mention because they're personal things I've helped other people and they want it to remain private, right? A lot of people will say, hey, Eli, show us proof that you've helped someone. Where are your testimonials, Eli? Well, a lot of the things I do to help people, the people want to keep it private. And I'm going to respect their privacy on that. Maybe one day some people will come and do a live stream or record a video with me and share their testimonial. But right now, people are not willing to do it. And maybe it's because they're afraid of being trolled, right? That could be part of it, right? So I can't even get people to come out here to give me testimonials. They won't do it because they're afraid of being doxxed and harassed and trolled by these same people, right? So there are testimonials out there. There are testimonials out there. People just don't want to put themselves in the line of fire. They go after his house and protest on the street and stuff. It's wild. Well, yeah, dude. And that's why, like, I had to install cameras in my place. I got cameras all over my house. So, people used to come and stalk me at my house and stuff like that. And then, I installed cameras all around the house, on the street, driveway, the front door, backyard, everything. I got cameras everywhere. And I just have a screen. I'm looking right over there right now. I can look at my screen, and I've got split screen, and I can even hit a button and go into one screen and zoom in. Yeah. I even put signs outside the house, no trespassing, smile, you're on camera, right? So I get it, dude. This YouTube thing is surreal. I love YouTube. It's not YouTube's fault. This is a great platform, and I love creating on here, but this is what you have to do to protect yourself on YouTube from people that, gain pleasure from other people's pain. The Ghost of Whoosh Whoosh, I would love to watch you interview one or two of your clients you've helped. And I want to as well, Whoosh Whoosh. I want to as well. The bottom line is they're not willing to go public right now because they don't want to be attacked by the trolls and haters. These people that I've helped are afraid to share their stories and give their testimonials because of the trolling and hating. Can I blame them for that? No, I can't. Wow, who was doing that? I only ever heard about it going that far with Chance. That is messed up. Dude, I've been doing this for 6 years. And I've been trolled and stalked, doxxed. Dude, I've been through everything, and I'm okay with it. I learned from it. I became stronger. I'm not upset about it. Right? I'm long over it, right? I'm not even worried about that anymore. I'm a public figure, so they can look me up all they want, right? Same with my lady, right? The only thing I care about is the fact that the YouTube algorithm is not pushing out my content to the right people. And that's primarily because what many trolls and haters have done. And when they do certain things, it tunes the YouTube algorithm to push out my content to the wrong audience. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure it out. Been trying to figure it out for the last 6 years. And it shouldn't be this hard because other people that have put in 1/4 the effort I've put in to grow their channels have grown exponentially to 100K plus subscribers, Anyway, folks, I got to get on out of here. I know many of you will probably see this on the replay. Many people will talk about it. So be it. It's all good. It's not a big deal. Okay. I have love for everyone. I have no hatred for anyone, including people that don't like me or disagree with what I'm doing, right? This is what I want to do. I enjoy doing this. This is my purpose. Okay. Trolls are real spooky these days. Well, Night Shrewd, again, there are a lot of people in this world that find pleasure through other people's pain, right? Is it necessarily spooky, or is it something that some people just need to have to, find some extra pleasure they're seeking, right? And again, when I was younger in my teenage years and even in my early 20s, I was kind of like that myself. I was very jealous of people that were better than me, making more money than me, better looking than me, had a better looking girlfriend than me, etc., right? And every time they would lose their job or lose their girlfriend, I would find pleasure out of their pain. And as I got older, It's like I started to realize that's stupid. Why? Why should I be, gaining pleasure seeing other people go through pain? That's not the kind of human I want to be, right? Night, Eli. Give Don my best. Good night, Will. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Do you think the pandemic spiked trolling activity? I don't think it had anything to do with it, dude. They were already trolling before that. The pandemic really didn't affect trolling. That's always been there. It was actually, trolling used to be much worse before the pandemic, to be honest with you. A lot of people don't troll as hard anymore because YouTube has now taken a stronger stance against channels that troll, and a lot of these channels have been shut down. So it's quite the opposite, but it's still happening to the point where it does affect people, right? 2X with you. Okay, man, have a good night. Don't let this get you down. Nah, dude, it'll be fine. Just wanted to share my thoughts tonight and see what people say. Maybe some people that have been staying quiet for a while, especially some mods and some other channel members, maybe they'll pop on in the next time I do a show or a pre-recorded video. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to get on out of here, folks. Have yourselves a good one. Please take care of yourselves. And as always, be good to each other.